Stop it. Get some help.
Welcome to the Nyancast. I'm Jim.
And I'm Sam.
And today we're doing a seasonal show, which we normally do. But it's not a show that involves our normal thing we talk about, so we're doing a new special thing.
Yeah, seasonal blend.
Seasonal
no,
blend.
We weren't... no pun intended for the show we're doing. But...
Yeah, the show we're talking about is a Blend S.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to do a show about like seasonal anime and just, I don't know, we kind of did one with Junie Tenton because that was kind of involved with Cat Girl or Animal People. But
very
like,
tangentially related.
But we want to talk about some other things we watched together. And we're usually once we finish like an episode, we kind of just watch like an episode or two of like a seasonal show for the most part.
And I mean, that's all the fun. Like everyone loves keeping up with seasonal anime, even
not
when
really.
most are not good.
Not everyone.
Well, the people that would click on this video will.
Yeah.
People that care about Blend S or
with the people who have to watch like all the seasonal stuff.
Yeah.
But yes.
I would just like to briefly talk about seasonal anime for a sec.
Go ahead. You want to rant?
Not necessarily a rant.
You like electronic cigarette? Wait, you want to get an electronic cigarette or something?
Yeah, sorry, pop-ups. I briefly wanted to just talk about how like there's so much anime released every season. It's insane to the point where it's actually impossible to keep up with everything.
There's a lot, and nowadays they kind of stream either like Crunchyroll, just on Netflix, just on even Amazon. Yeah, and then some are just in Japan. You have to stream somewhere else.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Like with Amazon, they have actually killed certain shows' popularity in like this whatever you want to call it, quote unquote anime fandom in the West. There is a show airing right now that I know would be pretty popular. Well, it would get more popular than it does now. It's called Land of the Lustrous, which I've talked about before on this podcast. Mm-hmm. It would definitely be getting more attention if it wasn't an Amazon one.
Yeah. And
like I go on the subreddit sometimes, and there's literally zero discussion. There's one dude that's like really trying to promote discussion, and like God bless him, but it's I don't know. To me, you see this. Like, I don't know. There's so many things, and there's so many things that like fly under the radar.
I think like Little Witch would have done like 20 times better. They released it all in one go, or like release it as it went on with the season or so.
Yeah.
Like it kind of like suffered from like waiting where other people watch it, streamed it online. Like and like I don't like. I mean, it's gonna be right there on Netflix. Like I'd rather not. I'd rather just wait for it to binge watch it and everything.
Yeah.
But
it just sucks because like I don't know. I've been doing the seasonal anime thing for a few years. I think I kind of started. I mean, of course, like I watched anime when I was a younger baby boy.
Yeah. But
I started getting into it like when Kill la Kill was airing. I remember like being like really into it.
I think I watched that when it got on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember like JoJo. I started watching when like the end, like part 3, the last part of part 3, which is airing. Like I started watching it, but by the time I caught up, it was like the end of part 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that season. That was a couple years ago, like probably 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, and even then, like, I tried watching other shows, because for me, discovering that was like, wow, there's like 50 anime every season. There's got to be all these good things. And then I tried watching a few, and it was like, like, there really aren't that. There's like a few hidden gems, I think.
I watched Mob, My Hero, like, anything Trigger.
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
That was like, because I kind of like fallen out of it. Recently, I've been kind of into like trying to keep up with shows. Mm-hmm. Like Yuri on Ice was one that I was really into as it was airing. Mm-hmm. Right now, Junie Taisen's one that we're into. Yeah. It is kind of fun to watch week by week, I think.
So certain shows are really good. We watched Restaurant was one that we liked, like provided out of nowhere, and like we liked it to the end.
That and Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss is probably one of the best ones of.
We got Dragon Maid.
Dragon Maid too. Oh, I love Dragon Maid.
Yeah, but like that. Yeah, I didn't really get like into like watching a bunch of seasonal stuff or trying out some until like a couple of years ago. Like,
and to that point, like. I don't even really try everything. Like I will. Tactic?
If it looks good, the plot is good, or like the style. I don't know. If they Trigger, I'll like watch it. Like Inferno Cop or anything like that.
Obviously, anything Trigger, I'm gonna watch. Anything by like a studio that I find interesting.
Like me, I'm gonna watch like the Fully Cooley 2 and 3 because I love that. I love that series, and I'm really interested to see what's gonna happen with that.
Disaster in the making.
I think I have a good chance of being good.
We'll see.
I know. We'll see.
One last thing I wanted to say. Oh, like what I like to do is I like to wait for essentially what the community gravitates to. Like I look at a lot of YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
A Mother's Basement, I know as much shit as he gets. He does the Weebcast now, where he talks. Him and a few other people watch every show, or they try to watch every show, the first episode at least, and then have a discussion. And that is like pretty much how I like find out just enough about a show to like, okay, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
But all right, that's enough talking about that. Let's actually talk about.
That's like, if you're for your rant, man, I had my rant. You could have your rant.
Well, it's not really a rant. It's just more like a.
Yeah, still.
I want to go into talking about smile, sweet, statistic.
Yeah, if you don't.
Autistic. That's the missing waitress.
The sixth one. But what's it called? Yeah, so one of the more popular one, just because the OP alone has like made it like a meme.
Yes.
So if you probably seen that or like that over the actual show.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's actually a point I wanted to bring up. So I haven't actually watched Aramaka Sensei, but the same studio, kind of infamous, A1 Pictures, has made. They did this. They did Aramaka Sensei. They did Sword Art. What have they done recently? They're working. The Asterix War. Erased. No. I liked Erased though.
After War was something I could that was like a seasonal thing people they try to push, but I never I don't think I'd hear anyone talk about like watching it.
There's a YouTuber that had like this huge like hatred video. He made like Digibro made like a 15-part series about how Asterix War is like the problem with current anime and how it's essentially just like all the light novel adaptations.
Yeah.
What's the other one I wanted to say? Interview with Monster Girls, another show. It's like these shows are just like nothing to me. But something with Aramanga Sensei is like it is like kind of a meme show, and like there's a lot of like things in it that you can tell they're trying to make a meme so it gets popular online. Like Sagiri has a dance she does. Yeah. That's like really iconic. Yeah, that exactly. You're doing. It.
The monkey dance.
Yeah.
From Giant Bravo.
And even though you haven't seen an episode, well, we did watch episode 1.
I seen Geiga talk about it enough to see that image. It come up multiple times.
But yeah, it's like it became such a meme, and like this show too, like A1 Pictures, even though they're not really like a unified studio, like they use a lot of like contractors.
Yeah, I feel they're more of like a public,
like a populist.
Yeah, kind of like more like Funimation, where they just like put out the shows and everything.
Oh, well, they're not. I don't know. That's an interesting. Like a publisher.
I always see their name on everything, but like not actually like.
I don't know.
Think they actually do it.
They are a
especially with how much
studio.
how much shit they grind out.
Yeah, they are a studio. How it works though, you've someone like Trigger. Mm-hmm. You've got like the same in-house staff. They hire on new people. Some people leave occasionally, but you have the same directors like Yo Yoshinari, Imaishi, like the guys that we love.
Sure.
With
I don't know names. I'm terrible.
Yoshinari did Little Witch.
I know, but
Imaishi did everything.
I'm
else
still terrible with names.
Yeah.
Other than Ano and like and Araki.
Oh, wait, Ghibli's not a person. Miyazaki.
Mr. Ghibli himself.
Ghibli, yeah, Sensei Ghibli. So basically, how it works with A1 Pictures is they subcontract to other animators. So if you don't work with a studio, you'll help them do an animation cut or whatever. Mm-hmm. So there is some like leadership to it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be like like an anime studio. But it just has a reputation for. I mean, there are people who generally like them. I mean, they don't have like a style per se.
I know.
Like Trigger does.
They put a lot of stuff like say what you want about Sword Art, like it got them like tons of like notoriety and like probably money from that genre and exploded that fucking genre to like infinity and beyond.
No, for sure. Like they know what they're doing.
Which I'm grateful for because I probably we would have gotten Konosuba animated because of that.
That's very possible actually.
You go to like a fantasy world, like either virtually or like an actual like fantasy, but like
that whole genre kind of exploded.
Yeah, which. Like, I don't really like that genre. Like, I love Konosuba, and I like Log Horizon for a decent amount of it. But... Yeah.
Alright, I want to talk... I've been kind of just ranting about everything around the thing.
It's a good intro to, like,
to blends.
To our seasonal blend.
So, okay, I just wanted to pull up the names of the characters.
Alright, so if you couldn't tell, we were watching Blend-S. We watched the first, 4 episodes?
Yeah, we watched the first 4, and then I kind of lost interest.
Well, we got the new girl, we got her episode and episode after that, but then, like, we're like, okay, when's the next one coming? Like, episode 8, we're like, oh, fuck.
That's too much.
It's not like the restaurant where we're like, we're just gonna keep watching it, we don't really care about, like, when the next characters come in. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Jim, explain the plot, the premise to Blend-S.
Blend-S. All right, so the main character
Yes.
I want to stress, is 16 years old.
High school girl.
She wants a part-time job, so she applies everywhere, and haha, so relatable, she doesn't get hired anywhere. Then, eventually she passes by a maid cafe. Well, actually, apparently, we find out later, it's not really a maid cafe, it's just whatever.
It's a waitress cafe.
Waitress. And
it's a waitress with a gimmick cafe.
This 26-year-old Italian man, Dino, who is manager there, sees her and is like, oh my god, she's the most moe girl ever, I love her.
But she's doing this evil glare into the restaurant.
Yeah. So what happens is we find out that the restaurant is like themed. So every girl that's a waitress there has their own kind of like take on the otaku, like these kind of otaku genres of like anime
the
girl.
Stereotypical girls. You
Yeah.
see, like the characterizations.
But the twist to it is that the characters aren't actually the way they behave.
Yeah. It's kind of like that video you see of like that one restaurant in one city where the waiters are about to be as rude to you. It's fine because it's part of the gimmick.
Wait, what is this?
It's like a restaurant where like the waitresses are allowed to be as asshole-ish to you.
Wait, where is this?
I forget where. I seen it on Facebook. One of those videos people like
Yeah.
share. But it's like the waitresses are allowed to be as dickish as one to you and like
What do you
insult
want?
you.
Baka.
It was like, oh yeah, you're gonna pack the pounds there, man. You're gonna order that, or like, you're gonna order the kid menu next, hump guy. And they're gonna insult you.
That's
like,
actually kind of hilarious.
yeah, they'll insult you, but that's part of the gimmick. And like you're not even gonna tip me like at all, like an asshole. And like, it's just funny. It's kind of like that. Like your restaurant, a place with a restaurant with a gimmick, with the waitress gimmick.
I didn't see the appeal to the show until you explained that that's actually a real place, and I kind of understand why someone would want to go.
It's just a gimmick, and
Yeah.
let's say Americans love more gimmicks, but I feel since Japan has like either the maid cafe and like a lot of gimmicky like restaurants, or
where you go somewhere, you go to a cafe and you spend a lot more money than you would for
Yeah.
the food, but you're getting this like
it's more that you're going for
service.
going for the gimmick more so than the food.
Yeah. But so yeah, do you want to talk about the girl? So yeah, I already talked about Micah is the main girl.
Talking to yourself there?
What?
Either you talking to me or talking to yourself?
Sorry, I just wanted to like I'll let you go.
There?
Micah's the main girl.
Yes.
And her whole thing is that she is sadistic.
Yes, but what is she really?
Smile.
Yeah.
So basically,
What's her character arc?
I am your character. So yeah, basically she's just this cute little girl, but she has this like quirk where
she has kana balls in her hair.
she does have kind of balls. She has this quirk where when she like is really focused on something, she unintentionally looks really bad and like really glaring.
Like she's really into it, like really like.
Yeah. So yeah, her whole thing is like she goes up to customers and then even though she doesn't want to, she has to be like, eat your food up, mongrel.
Scum.
Yeah, you cum sucker.
I mean, there are people who like being talked dirty. I mean, that's the whole talk dirty to me thing.
But they always, this is
AKA
the weird
a
thing.
Poison song.
It is bad, very bad.
No, not many people like Poison. It's fine. People love Rock of Love with Bret Michaels from Poison.
No,
featuring,
not on my podcast.
Featuring 20 different prostitutes trying to get the love of like a 50-year-old.
Trying to collect all the STDs.
Collect them all. Like
the trick is that if you just sleep with Brett once, you get them all.
You get them all. I'll take 20.
Can we just talk about Bret Michaels' like
no.
terrible like hair?
Welcome to the Bret Michael cast, where we talk about Bret Michael.
The podcast of love.
We do both seasons of Rock of Love. And the spin-off.
Only 2?
And the spin-off of Daisy of Love.
Whatever. Okay.
My sister loved watching those shows.
Trash. They're actually what Blendes is for anime trash. That's American trash.
I bet a better intro. But yeah, let's continue. What's her character type?
So yeah, she's trying to be cute and normal, but she's got like a mild like tism where she can't like express her facial features, so she looks like she's glaring. All right, you want to go to the next one?
You want me to do Kaho Hinata?
The tsundere.
She's the tsundere, but she's sweet. She's a gamer girl. She's also underage. She has big boobs, and that's her character. She's boobs.
She's fucking huge breasts.
But we got her episode where she goes to she brought the new what's it called Smile Girl to the arcade, and they played video games.
Yeah.
She spent all her money on getting claw machine gifts and like magical girl figures that you get out of crane machines, even though that would never happen to any real person. Is that you get like natural like expensive toy out of like a crane machine.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Speaking of another seasonal anime that aired last season, gamers had this problem too, where I am so good at claw games. I am a master of claw games. Like
I
their
know,
chance.
I know in America it's like it's rigged where like a certain amount of times the claw will start getting tighter and tighter. Or whatever.
Yeah.
But like in Japan, is it like that too, where it's rigged, or does Japan have some kind of weird law against that?
It probably is rigged. I think.
You think so?
I've talked about him before, but best guy ever as a YouTuber I really like, and he's just really funny. But he lived in Japan for a bit, and he told a really funny story about how like what was like the last day that he was in Japan, and he just had all his yen to spend because he wasn't going to convert it. So he went to a arcade, and all day he spent like probably like $50 on this one arcade machine because there was like a One Piece figure in it that he wanted. And eventually what happened, the owner of the arcade came over to him, opened the machine up, put the thing in so it would be a good and easy position, and then he closed it and he was able to like play it one more time and get it. I just think that's hilarious.
I went to go Google like our Japanese crane machines rig, but I said our Japanese, and the first thing comes up, our Japanese Asian.
They've transcended their continent.
So yeah, I'm trying to see like, cause I know Japan probably has some weird like gambling rules, but I mean that's the other country that has pachinko, so I don't put it past them to like.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think pachinko is like considered a gambling. They have really weird gray areas when it comes to things like that.
He has so many fucking anime figures. It's pretty funny.
But yeah. Anything else about Tsundere?
She's just a gamer girl. I think really her character is big boob, but so she's just the Tsundere is the most like well known persona anyway. So if you probably know, anyone anime fan knows what a Tsundere is and what the basic gist of their character.
It's funny because it seems like she has a hard time being a Tsundere, but this Wikipedia article said that she's currently the most popular. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm supposed to trust this Wikipedia article.
I think Tsundere is also the most popular fucking genre, like anime girl trope.
There's literally like a Tsundere in like everything.
So I guess you can do the the next girl.
Okay, this is where things start to get really weird and I hate it. What's her name? Mafuyu is she's the little sister trope, where she looks like she's like a 10-year-old, I guess, but she's actually hundreds of years old.
She's a vampire.
She's a lowly vampire. No, she's actually a 20-year-old college student, and her actual personality is like she's essentially the sadistic one, I guess.
She's a big sister. She's the actual big sister.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, no, that's not true though, because big sister is like she's loving.
But she's. I guess the word like she's a mature one. Like she's like the
she definitely is.
She's like the leader, like mature figure.
She's really detached, and she's like weirdly strict about rules. Like she wouldn't let the best girl, Tsundere, look at.
I was like, wait, I don't know what you're actually referring to. You didn't actually tell me what you considered it.
She didn't let Tsundere girl look at a nudie mag, even though Tsundere girl is 17 years old.
It's the rules, Jimmy. You can't have underage people look at porn.
That's so fucking stupid. It's like how like, we have to buckle up. Like,
keep them pure. Like, keep the chastity belt on tight.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Chastity belt on tight. Basically, she's my least favorite character. I do like that she's obsessed with Magical Girl. Was it Magical Frill?
Yeah, Magical Frill. In the anime, it's called Magical Frill. Which is like, she's also obsessed with like the stuff from the show. Like she wants the figures and like
there's a whole like mini
the plushes
episode.
Too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like they pretend like she's putting on the persona of a little sister, but she actually is like mature. But then we see in one episode don't say anything. I know you're reacting. Let me finish my point. But then we see in one episode that she is a
God damn it.
she actually is sitting in her bedroom watching the Magical Girl show, and she's holding a plushie, and she's like, oh, like a little girl. Like, so I don't know what they're trying to say with this. I guess that was just a joke. Mm-hmm. What did you read?
You should not have put the mysterious sixth girl or fifth girl on there. Cause God damn it, I knew it.
Oh!
I fucking knew it.
Oh, I'm a little upset.
I fucking knew it. I called it.
I'm a little upset that we didn't actually watch.
You had that scrolled up.
I didn't know. I did not know.
My eyes were drawn to it. I fucking knew it.
Oh, actually, we're gonna need to keep watching this because I actually want to see. I want to see this part at the end. All right. So, do you want to? After that, do you want to go into the next girl?
My favorite. My first.
The redhead.
Yeah, the Miyu Amano. She is the older sister trait, which means she's more of like a mother figure, where she's like the caregiver. your
she
care.
like wipes your face, your fucking dirty face off.
Yeah, she's like really nice to you and sweet, and it's like how you lovely's doing.
You lovely's doing.
Pretty much. But she's there, but they find like her dojin there, and like it's really dirty.
Yeah, she's into like BDSM and
yeah, she writes manga. Like she's a dojin writer, so she basically writes like hentai.
Yeah.
In case you don't know what dojin is, and it's very very inappropriate stuff. But she's working there as like inspiration, like that kind of like stereotypical thing where when you have like a manga writer.
I need to immerse myself in.
Yeah, I need inspiration or I need some ideas. So I'm just gonna work here and get some ideas of these crazy characters.
It's pretty much the plot of every single Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe JoJo spinoff. Because everyone he's like, oh, I want inspiration for a manga, so I'll do this crazy thing.
Like anything though with any show with a writer.
It's also just kind of like a plot contrivance to get a character to do something.
A character who's the gimmick is that they want to be a writer or an artist or some shit.
That's really it though, I think, right? Like
we learned she's 22 years old. She's So
yeah, she's the oldest actually, or the eldest of the girls.
Yeah, she's killed by like a pen name. She's like people know who she is, but she has like a pen name, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But what's it called?
That was weird because like. Okay, so jumping ahead, there are two men that work at the store. The one is a cook and the other one's a manager.
Alright, you want to talk about Dino and...
Well, I wanted to mention Koyo, he's the green-haired cook. He is, like, obsessed with the Dojin, like, company, or, like,
her series,
her
basically.
Group, yeah, her art group.
Yeah, she's the head writer of the series. It's maybe a collection of them?
Well, yeah, how it works and how it's referred to, it's a group. So they're not really, like, I guess it's kind of just, like, a bunch of artists that work together.
Yeah.
Because dojins are really, like, informal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because especially since, like, so many dojins will just be, like, a ripoff. Yeah, not even, like, a ripoff. Like, just, they will take characters that exist already.
Hanazano Folder was the name of the group.
Yeah, I think one character made a reference to Hanazono.
He did. He said that.
I mean, like, what I mean is Hanazono means, like, flower or something, and they made a joke how, like, it's impure. But so, yeah, he also, I forgot about this, and from the first episode we learn he loves Yuri, this guy, and there's a scene where I'm just gonna refer to them by their tropes. Sadistic and Tsundere are...
It's fine, Jim. I've been doing that since we started this podcast, where I just refer to them as the gimmicks.
Sadistic and Tsundere are, like, having a scene where they're, like, trying to, like, I don't know, be, like, Yuri girlfriends, and they're, like, spilling...
Well, Yuri's a girl, right?
Yeah, Yaoi's man.
Okay.
Yaoi's gay.
I always get confused because Yuri on Ice fucking confuses.
Yuri on Ice is kind of a hilarious title.
I know, it confuses a lot of people with, like, the name. Like, wait, was I wrong this entire time?
Hardcore Yaoi. Well, it's not hardcore. It's pretty softcore, to be honest, but it's...
Oh, yeah, it's not, like, behind a plastic wrap. Or like a virus encompass like
spoilers. There's like half of a kiss in Yuri on Ice.
It's like nothing though.
There's like one kiss and the camera zooms out. It's like really awkward.
Okay. I'll take your word for that. Drink your water, water boy.
Push the cart pusher.
Shut up.
Okay, and then I'll say, because I want to let you talk about the girl we don't know. So Dino is the pervert. He's the pedophile. Dino is legitimately a pedophile. I don't care what you say.
The one time where he's like sitting on the chair and she just sits on him. He's like laying down on a chair and she just like sits on his head. He
facilitates and allows sexual or like borderline sexual encounters between him and a 16-year-old.
Yeah, basically all these encounters, but like they do that trope where like the head girl, the lolly girl, just like beats him up when he acts like that.
Yeah, which makes it okay, I guess. Like there's one scene
kind of like how Brock gets beat up by Misty every time he tries to hit on someone.
But Brock is also, like, hilarious.
Yeah.
And he's harmless, mostly. This guy is legitimately a pedophile who is indoctrinating this poor girl into thinking that behaving a certain way is appropriate.
But Jim, she wants to travel around the world. Wink, wink, get in bed.
Yeah.
She let him put his head on her lap, so.
Okay. They use the word consent.
Consent.
She is non-consenting. She physically, by her age, cannot consent. She's 16 years old.
In Japan, it's illegal, though, I guess?
No, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's like the meme. The joke meme is that in Japan, it's 14.
I thought it was 16 in Japan.
In most areas, it's 18, I think.
Okay. I mean, you can be married at 16 or some shit.
You get married at, like, age 9. Like, as long as there's parent consent, like, marriage can happen regardless of your age.
Yeah.
There's no, like, under limit for marriage. In, like, most places in the world.
Yeah.
Even the U.S.
Okay, that's interesting.
Which is strange and weird, but it hardly ever happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dino is.
I love his name. Doesn't have a last name. Just Dino.
He's a mythical figure. Well, that's because he's a fucking sex offender
Nose
who jumps from nation to nation, concealing his identity.
He also loves nose bleeding. I do find he has like a attraction to like black-haired Japanese girl. His favorite kind of like anime girl.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
He does talk about anime a lot. He's just kind of like the otaku stand-in.
But he does speak English. Like
the English is really good.
English is really funny. Not as good as Zodiac Warrior's English.
It was one of the situations where he's speaking very bad English, and then another character's like, "Wow, his English skills are great."
It's like when we watched that clip from like that one with a basketball volleyball show where the guy's like from Australia, and his parents are speaking like an Australian accent perfectly, but he's like barely like I'm struggling speaking.
He sounds
English.
like he's never spoken English before.
It sounds like he just had like.
I think it was free. It was the diving show.
Diving. It was some kind of sports or like.
So it was one of those boy love shows.
Yeah, boy love
BL.
shows. Those NAMBLA shows.
NAMBLA.
Yeah.
Never thought that would come up on the podcast.
It's fine.
This is a very like.
When I think of NAMBLA, I think of South Park, an episode where like there's another organization called NAMBLA with the National American Marlon Brando Marlon Brando impersonators or lookalikes, and like they get really angry because these manboy ones like ruining their name, so they just go and beat them up.
That's actually hilarious.
It's one of the older episodes. So
that sounds like an older one.
I'm a very good memory of the old South Park, but yeah. So yeah, one of those things. But like yeah, he's creepy. Also, do like the. And one thing I hate, like they when they put like necklaces on anime guys, it never like animated, so like it just looks like stupid and like,
it looks really bad.
Yeah,
yeah,
never looks good on anything.
And do you want to like just I guess?
You talk a little bit about him, like Kyoyo, whatever his name is, the chef.
Oh no, I was gonna say Hideri.
No, I meant like you want to talk about the chef or anything else about him, the other one.
No, he just is a chef.
You see, basically the only guy gets along with like the other members there. He has his outbursts, but for the most part,
he's kind of like a edgy tsundere-esque male tsundere.
He's like that guy you wouldn't expect to like the creepy anime bullshit, but he actually does like that creepy anime bullshit.
Because they all do, because it's fucking otaku pandering.
Yeah, pretty much. And so there was another member in the intro, the idol one, that was surprised, which. When we watched that, I said, Jim, like, the surprise is gonna be, it's gonna have a dick. It's gonna be a trap. And, like, you know, I did it jokingly, and, like...
It's real.
Full spoiler alert, so go back up to it, and I want to, like, read this shit and see, like... So, yeah, I was totally right. 16-year-old who's being the idol.
Which is a weird role to fill.
Yeah. She's a boy just as a girl. And, wait... Yeah, actually a boy just at the girl, but he actually wants to be an idol though. That's apparently that's the gimmick, because that's the episode just came out was the introduction to this character.
Yeah, which we're not that caught up.
Yeah, he works here to gain fans, giving proof to his parents that he's talented, or else he has to inherit the family's farm. He asks a cute girl all the time and tends to become manly. So that
sounds funny.
Yeah, that might be a fun trope, but too bad we have to get like 4 episodes where we actually get to that.
So I think it's time to talk about things that like I have a problem with in this show.
Yeah. Well, other than like the stuff I enjoyed was the stuff actually in like them like running the restaurant and like them like even like the one part where like them having the contest.
Yes,
like,
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, them having the contest, like the work related contest. They pair up. They having like a new food and then. But that actually translates to the restaurant where but we also didn't like the episodes when it's not like really at the fucking it doesn't relate to the restaurant at all. It's just like them going to the city. Yeah, and that was not like that great.
Yeah, because like I don't know, the humor of the show is like almost entirely derived from like them being the stereotypes, and then when they weren't there, when they weren't in the store, they weren't doing that. But that also makes me think like, is the humor like is this all the show has to offer with humor? Like once we have the last girl, or whatever you want to call.
Trap.
Trap. Is there gonna be a like? Is it gonna get stale? Because like I'm already starting to kind of get bored with the main character's like sadistic.
Yeah,
things.
I don't like the main. It's one of those shows where I don't like the main character nearly as much as like the other side characters I want to know more about.
The blonde one is adorable. She's so
I
cute.
love the blonde one. I like the red hair girl because she's just like her like stationary thing. Like they make the chibi version of herself. I love her like beady eyed. Like she looks. The glasses are great. Like she's one of the characters. You don't get to see many characters with glasses that usually stay with glasses.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, she doesn't though. She only wears the glasses when she's in Onisama.
Well, when she's not working, basically though.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I still like that.
I really liked her personality where she's just kind of like a pervert, which is it's funny, and they didn't like go over the edge with it. Like, I don't know. I think of Aramaka Sensei when I think of, oh, this cute little girl is actually a pervert and draws henties. But I don't know. I like that she's older too. She's like 22.
Yeah. She actually has the voice of an older person too, which is like works.
Yeah.
I clicked on a page and it brought me to like the traps page. I'm like, damn it, what's wrong with your face?
Yeah, that's another thing too. I think the blonde one, the idol, has like a cleft
it's like
palate.
I think they're trying to go for like the cat look, like the cat face look.
But when it's constant, it looks like a deformity.
And it's not her gimmick though. Like a cat girl waitress should have been an easy gimmick of like.
And then we could have done it.
Yeah, we could have had a real episode about it. Like we're just trying to picture that there's 6 made in the next season. But yeah, so, but I did like some of the episodes I did like the competition episode I thought we liked, and actually like when there's her character of like making this horrible food that was part of her character and like made him win.
Yeah,
I like the arcade episode because you got like oh, she's really good at games, but she spends her money. It's also like an issue because she spends her money there. And that's why she has a job. What's
the word for that? It's like a lot of storytelling tidbits, I guess.
Yeah.
You get through that.
And you get to like, okay, these people are actually hanging out, so they're not just like co-workers. They're actually like friends that like too now, like trying to befriend each other.
Yeah, and that's like I guess one of the strengths. But like at the same time, if you don't like the characters, it's
like
not
I don't like
for you.
I like me and you both don't like Dino at all. It's like any episode with like him like at like a focal point we don't really like.
It's weird because he really reminds me of Victor from Yuri on Ice. And it like his design is so similar, and Yuri on Ice, Victor would go chibi a lot too, which is just like whatever. But
but like I would have loved like if it's just like the chef and he's just like the deadpan, he is like a secret otaku kind of thing, but like he's still like that kind of like, clear-headed like person for the most part.
Not just like a pedophile.
Yeah, not like a creepy like Italian pedophile. Who's fine? He's Italian. I guess he's foreign. Doesn't know better. Kind of like reacting.
He doesn't know better.
He's Italian. He doesn't know better.
He doesn't know how to treat a child compared to an adult.
But like, yeah, I still don't like.
It's just I don't know. Like once I found out he was 26, it ruined everything.
I feel there's episodes that are hit or miss, like on the show, and like where like some episodes will go by. Like it's just like Restaurant where like 2 halves, like like a 2-half like.
Some seem to have like almost little bits in it too. Like I wonder how the manga is.
Some are just like one arc. It's kind of weird. There are 2 stories. Goes one overarching story. There's like, or yeah, you say like a bunch of different ones.
Do you think that maybe it's a 4-coma?
What? It said it was a 4-panel.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense then, because like I don't know, there were so many like little interstitial bits where it would just kind of like be a gag. Some of them didn't work. One that I thought did work. Was when they were talking about the whole thing, like, oh, what if I became a maid, and like, oh, then Dino would be like the weak butler, and then the Dojin character is like, oh, I'm getting inspiration, so then she draws up like a rough sketch, and then when it returns from the commercial break, it makes it look like you're watching a commercial advertising this Dojin.
It looked like a legit like manga cover of like a stereotypical like manga that genre. That I would like.
The best part of it was like they nailed it.
Also,
they totally nailed that guy.
It does have the jokes do come back, like recurring things from before do come back, which I do like that.
Yeah, a lot of it's kind of like their character trait.
But still, like little things from those character episodes like kind of come back, which I do like. I do like when there's like continuity to like these slice of life kind of scenario shows.
I agree. I like a good continuity. I feel like that's one of the strengths of anime. Yeah, is a tradition of continuity.
It's just this show is definitely hit or miss. Like that's the thing. Like it's not gonna be like Restaurant where like it just flies by. Like I enjoy what I'm watching. You know, it's not always a super good episode. It's just like. Yeah. I'm enjoying what I'm watching and it flies by.
It's just colors on the screen that I'm smiling to. It's nothing that I'll think about later.
Damn it, Jim! Take the cat girl shit off of you.
This is a manga done by the same.
We're not there yet. No, we make sure that we adapt it. It's still going.
Oh damn it!
Unless you meme.
Meme.
His name is Meme.
Meme.
But
All right, sorry.
You had to distract it. You have to get cat girls in here somehow.
Yeah, apparently the creator of this manga also does a cat girl manga.
When we move on to manga, it's just cat girl manga.
I was actually thinking about maybe fun to do like a manga podcast where you just kind of like how we do the Jokakaka. Hey, listen to Jokakaka.
Yeah, not that, we're not on plugs yet.
What was I gonna say?
But
it's okay. Like,
yeah,
this is the kind of show that's for seasonal, like for a certain kind of seasonal watcher. I don't think Blend S is gonna stand the test of time.
No,
I don't think Blend S is gonna be on any sort of recommendation list in the future.
It has its moments.
It definitely does. It has the mimetic, like the whole meme. The intro is like good.
You even made 2 on the channel, didn't you?
I did, yeah. If you're a follower, you've seen that I've experimented, dipped my toes in the memes.
The Blend S meme.
Blending my memes together.
What a wonderful blend.
But it's just like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm sick, so I'm just having a hard time formulating thoughts. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I guess we're kind of in like conclusion. Like,
yeah. So, would you recommend the show?
Yeah, like as I said, if you are really into like kind of that otaku bait slice of lifeiness,
but not nearly as plot heavy, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, there is like a couple things of just like girls getting changed, but it's not like nearly as heavy as other shows would be.
Yeah, there really isn't much fan service.
There's like a couple of jokes about the tsundere's boobs, and then there's like the main girl getting changed. They show that a little bit every so often for some reason. Like
comparing it to Aramanga Sensei, there's a lot more lewder imagery in that show. Not to say that show is like that lewd, but
most of the time the guy is just a nosebleed like gimmick. Like it's just because like he's like touching her, or like he's like just head in her lap or some weird thing like that. Or
it's pretty innocuous.
Yeah, it's like not nearly as plot heavy as you would think.
It just reminded me a lot of like Gamers, which is another anime that I think I referenced already.
You talked about it earlier, yeah.
It's just like the kind of very like light, like it's just a rom-com and that's it. Like there's nothing special about it. I didn't want to finish it because there's nothing really special about it. I don't know.
Yeah. Didn't... So, would you recommend this show?
No. Well, as I said, like, would you? Would you recommend it?
It depends. If you want, like, I guess like a slice of life that's like somewhat entertaining, and maybe like I would say like certain characters, yes, certain episodes, yes. There's some things that will bore you. Like I don't like the guy. Like any of the episodes about like I guess like the other girls, that's not the main girl. I would recommend. Yeah. Because I enjoy the episode about the what's it called, the older sister girl, and I like the episode about the tsundere girl. Like.
Yeah, I'll give it maybe one more episode, and then.
You want to see the trap?
Actually, I'm curious to see the character, but I don't know. It's just not the. It's just this is like.
Would you recommend this seasonal blend?
I know.
What kind of blend would this be? What kind of drink would you rate it? Right.
This is like a coffee that has.
It doesn't be a coffee. It could be any beverage.
No, okay, but I like because it's a cafe.
All right.
So it's a coffee that has like a little too much sugar and a little too much milk, and it's been sitting out, so it's not cold. But it's lukewarm. It's not hot. Yeah, it's lukewarm. Like you don't want to finish it, but maybe you'll have a few sips and enjoy a little bit.
Yeah, give it like a mellow yellow where people say they drink it. I never know anyone, but you might like it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. I've never seen a person drink a mellow yellow.
I've never seen one either, but they exist because they sell, I guess. But yeah, so and the way we think the waifu's good at all.
It's kind of like the throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. Like
Tsundere's adorable. She reminds me of Toru from Dragon Maid.
Tsundere's the best one.
And I do like the writer.
The main girl's like, yeah, I like the writer. The main girl's okay, but they keep trying to do this like face thing where they always make her.
They don't do it enough though to make it like a.
And it's not like a good face. Because there's episodes, it's not a funny cute face.
Well, there's episodes where like she doesn't get the face, even if she's like when she's waiting, she does like the cute face. But then there's episodes like the early episodes where she just does the complete sadistic face. I'm like, you gotta pick one or the other. Yeah, like it should be funny if she shows her smiling, but then it cuts to like their point of view and you see her like with the evil face or whatever.
Yeah.
But
and I don't know, like I think I always go back to Konosuba because like Konosuba has so many hilarious different faces, and this show has one, and they do it all the time. Yeah, and it's not even that good.
Yeah, there's plenty of different ways to make Aqua cry. It's great. I love it.
All right, I think I'm done talking about this. I just thought of something that I wanted. We
rated it. We talked about the waifu because people just care about that.
Yeah.
And anything else you gonna talk about the show? Any final thoughts?
No.
No?
Final thoughts, like, yeah, maybe I'll try watching more. Maybe I won't.
Alright.
That's the kind of thing you got to do. You have to manage your time.
It's just a meh.
Is it worth my time? Should I try another seasonal anime?
Yes. I think there's a... Go back and watch Restaurant.
Alright, so I want to move on to another section that we normally do. What have you done this week?
You go first.
Alright, because you mentioned Aqua. It made me think.
No. Best girl.
Recently I've been watching Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes.
Which is a show from my past I used to love.
Which we might do an episode on, because I have one of my friends, and I think he's been on friend podcast, Roy.
Roy has been on.
So he's like a Yu Yu Hakusho expert, so we may talk to him and see if he wants to talk with you.
You have to watch it though too.
I have vague memories of watching it as a kid. So
it's not good enough.
I know.
There's so many things, because I
Can I watch Yu Yu Hakusho abridged?
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Wow, why would they do
the one
that?
the guy from Team 4 Star did it before his early career of the YouTube videos.
Why did they do like good anime abridged?
Apparently that was one of the better ones.
Sure, fuck it.
That was like one of the early ones, like around Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and like where like the people who stayed Dragon Ball Z abridged eventually like came together.
Dragon Ball Z abridged works, just but like I don't know.
DVD abridged has so much has the quality of it improved. Like you go back and watch like through the ages, the quality is like improved so drastically that it's basically just a better retelling of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's true. But like Yu Yu Hakusho is good and like it's consistent. Like
Shonen.
I started watching it last night.
I'm
already on episode 12.
Did the guy do Yu Yu Hakusho do Hunter x Hunter?
He did also.
Okay, I thought they were together.
I might be wrong. I might actually look this up. I think he's married to the manga that
Sailor Moon.
Oh, Sailor Moon. I was gonna say.
I remember. No, I know that because he got her
He got
her to do the art for Hunter x Hunter.
That's really neat, actually.
Yeah.
I heard something about Hunter x Hunter really recently. Apparently, like, because it's currently airing or currently being written. There's like stands in it now, and like they're like Cthulhu monsters, and that just sounds so good. Like I might have to start pick the Hunter manga.
Yeah, you probably get it online.
Yeah, I'm sure I can.
Because like who knows when that'll ever be actually come out in like America. So
yeah, especially because it's like I don't even know hundreds of chapters in.
Kind of like JoJo, where like get scanned.
Yeah, I think it's so funny that whatever.
And One Piece for the most part.
Yeah, but so. I'm already on episode 12. I watched like 12 episodes in the past like day and a half or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just good. It's like it's so old and it's really cheesy. Oh, Crunchyroll put like the first 28 episodes up.
Cause I remember
it's sub, which I'm not.
Yeah, that was one of the first shows I was talking about when we talked about like, our favorite animes, but like that was like that time period like on like Toonami and Mugu, wherever they had an anime block. They had both. They were on like both of them for anime block for one point, but like I remember watching that. Like I love that show, but just like the Dark Tournament took like so long to watch.
I'm so excited to get there.
Like the last fight, you know, the big dude, like that. I remember the kid, like it felt he's like the most recognizable villain.
I know, I've seen him. He's got like the weird.
Yeah, he's just a big dude.
Yeah.
But like I remember that fight taking so long with a kid. Like I'm not sure like if how long it really was. I'm not sure if that's just because the dub made it like longer, but like it just felt like an eternity.
The thing with it is like. The pacing is really weird because I remember as a kid, of course you watch it like week to week.
Yeah, you thought the whole like the first arc of him getting his body back. I thought that was like, a lot longer. You said it was only like 4 episodes.
Yeah, it literally. I think like on the 4th episode he ends up getting like back to his body, but it's really good. It's like a really good arc, and like that could have been from what I heard, the first arc of Yu Yu Hakusho where he becomes a spirit detective, that was supposed to kind of be its own thing. And they were gonna do it, and then ended up like. He just got more ambitious with it and made it like Hunter or like just made it like a real shonen and like with the power creep and such. And I actually get a lot of Hunter x Hunter vibes from it. It's really funny, like all like the tournament, like there's in the early Hunter x Hunter they have this like this big like entrance exam.
Yeah, and when I started watching a little bit of it back then,
mm-hmm.
like I remember it was like he was heading for the entrance exam, and he met like the team like along the way. I mean, when I only watched the first couple episodes, and I watched up to like when he reached the cave or whatever with everyone.
Wait, did they start running yet?
No, it was just to close everyone in the cave and them talking to the people in the cave.
It's just funny how many like similarities, because like their first challenge is like you have to run, just keep running.
Gotta run with your arms backwards.
But there's actually like a lot of similarities, at least initially. I know that things later on, like of course, like tournaments happen. There's a whole like
tournament arc in everything.
Tournament arc in Hunter x Hunter. That's
tournament
like
arc in
the
every
worst
shonen
one
for the most part. Even like One Piece technically had a tournament arc of just like one character was like in a tournament basically to get like something back, but like
it's really fun way of pitting characters against each other.
Yeah.
It's really funny how often Yusuke just totally fucks up and like everything works out in his favor.
Also, you have like the one shot only spirit gun in the early parts.
Do you remember how he dies? Like
in the show?
Yeah, and
he pushes a kid who gets a soccer ball in the middle of the road to like knocks him out of the way. And gets hit by the car. So
Botan explains a few minutes later. Oh yeah. Well, the plan was that kid was going to get hit, but he was going to survive miraculously. You just completely died for no reason. Like, that shit happens, like, constantly.
Remind me of Konosuba when, like, he didn't...
I know, I was getting so many...
He just heart attack and died.
And then, a blue-haired goddess shows up in front of him. I was getting all these Aqua flashbacks.
Not nearly as good.
No, Botan is adorable. I love her. But yeah, it's really good. I can't wait to watch more of it. I'm super into it, and like,
good.
I'm so happy to finally watch it.
I know the rest on Hulu, but I don't think you have that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Might put up with ads for that. But yeah, we'll see. The sub actually is not bad. It's really different though.
Yeah, the dub is really good though for like, especially for like, early like shonen like dub. It's like right next to Dragon Ball Z for like dub quality.
It's so funny because like. The Dragon Ball Z dub is like so perfect in my mind, but I'm sure it's like not good at all.
For now, like nowadays, like the Dragon Ball abridged voices are so much more like synonymous in my head now, more so than like the original show. And they fit so much better. Like
sometimes
for the most part, yeah. But
what do I want to say? Oh, it's also funny how much like better I remember that some of the animation quality being like. The animation quality early on, like the first few episodes, is not good. It's very explicitly not good. It's been getting better.
Do they still have the egg? The egg you had to take care of.
I'm pretty sure that just goes away.
Wait, because he throws the egg into the fire, if I remember. I'm not sure that was like made up filler for the American one or not.
No. That's
okay.
The whole thing is like the first arc. He's supposed to take care of this egg. If he has good thoughts and if he has a good effect on the world, it'll become an angel. If he has bad ones, it'll become a demon.
Yeah.
But then his girlfriend's about to die, saving his life in the fire. So
throw the egg.
Yeah, he throws the egg in the fire to like save her because of magic. And then later on, the baby Yamasama, who's like essentially God or whatever, he's like, yeah, it's a good thing you did that because the egg was going to become a demon, like, because the bad will in your heart. So you ended up killing it by doing that. Otherwise, it would have eaten you. So that was pretty funny.
Yeah. Anything else you've been watching, reading?
Oh, there's a new chapter of Land of the Lustrous that I need to read, but I keep forgetting about it.
That's the manga you're reading?
Yeah, it's it's Steven Universe, but better. And I think that's it. I watched a movie called The Shallows, which is a bad shark movie, and that's all I have to say about it.
Okay.
How about you?
Started playing through Kingdom Hearts 2, or let's say, or 2.2, whatever the
Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.
Final Mix, yeah. Been enjoying that, playing it hard this time.
Is it hard?
You take a lot more damage than I was expecting, so you gotta be a lot more careful and a lot more willing to strike, but I have a better mindset than I was a kid, so...
I know, I feel like such an idiot playing certain games when I was a kid, and I was so bad at games.
I'm on Olympus Coliseum, so I'm about to go fight the...
Cloud.
No, that's the first game.
Oh.
Cloud's your ally in the you fight him in like the actual like tournament stuff. But if you do that, but I'm about to go fight not Hades, but I'm gonna fight the Hydra.
Jim Cummings.
The Hydra.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, so it's really still great. Like some cutscenes I can tell they completely animated some because it's so like you can tell some are so jarringly smooth and like the animation. I'm like, holy fuck, dude, this is like amazing. Then there's like other cutscenes, like the mouths are actually like they actually like moving and everything instead of like kind of like flat face kind of thing.
Yeah, I remember how jarring that was in the first Kingdom Hearts. Like it would go from like the pre-rendered cutscenes to like in game, and it would just be like. Stiff characters, like with the mouth not moving.
Yeah, so I'm really impressed like how like smooth some of these like other cutscenes are, and like it's pretty good. And then other than that, I watched like the first half of Punisher, which I'm enjoying.
Oh yeah, actually I did watch the first half.
I'm on episode 9 now.
Damn, how many episodes is it?
12 or 13.
I guess that's normal.
But it's still pretty good so far. And then when I finish that, I'm gonna watch Runaways.
Forgot about that. I really like Punisher so far. I'm only like 4 episodes in.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty great though.
Yeah, and I've only watched the first half of like the crossover, CW crossover with the Crisis on Earth X.
Shaking my head.
It's pretty great. Like the character interactions are great, but like there's some stuff that actually pretty shocked me with like some. But like still, they make Felicity the biggest villain in the show, and it's freaking hilarious.
Good.
I get rant about her. That's another time.
Well, you already did that. That was.
I ran about Flash last time. Felicity just like the most evil villain of all of Arrowverse. As like, if you don't believe me, just look up the whole time the Arrow subreddit turned to a Daredevil subreddit. But other than that, I just been like getting caught up on like shows and everything. So, but Kingdom Hearts has been the only game I've really been going back and playing through. So, and I got the Animal Crossing mobile game.
Oh, how is that? Have you made a cult yet?
No.
You made a lamp cult, lampshade cult.
I wish.
That was really
It's
fun.
fine though. I like it. Like it's fine. Like I don't see like having like the grind your money to get like ahead of everything, because there's nothing to really like be competitive about in that game. So you just kind of like do your own pace kind of thing, or like if you're wasting time, it's a good time waster.
Yeah.
So that's all I can really say about that. It's fine.
All right. Sorry,
so,
I'm like.
You're good. I know.
I'm like passing.
All right.
now.
So I think that's good. We were talking about beverages, so we don't need to do beverages.
I was gonna say, yeah, we don't need to do
when we do seasonal blend, it's like our review is our drink.
The free tense is the drink.
So do the plug, I guess, where they can find us and everything.
So yeah, this is the Nyancast. You find us on iTunes.
Yes.
I'm trying to think if I'm gonna post this one on iTunes.
YouTube?
I guess I might. Yeah, we're on YouTube. We have a YouTube page, and that's it, baby boy.
I mean, share it on for a review, or just tell a friend if you want to talk about two idiots talking about anime. Go for it.
If you are either gonna write a review or tell a friend, or write a review. I mean, I'll also tell your friend too. Whatever. Send your friend the review. I'm sure he'd love to read it.
Send him a picture.
Have him proofread it.
Just good idea. And then also, but if you're a fan of JoJo, you can listen to our Part 8 podcast, Jokaka.
Kaka. There's 3.
Yeah, I'll take your word for that. And then we also have our spoiler cast for other JoJo.
Yeah, so
parts 5, 6, 7, and most of 8. First half of 8, and then we have episode by episode of 8.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Boy.
Yeah, and coming soon, it's gonna be like we're gonna do part 1 and 2 definitely soon.
Oh yeah, spoiler casts.
Yeah, maybe once the holidays are over, because we're kind of busy with like holiday work. But
yeah,
we're trying to do these small little ones, are kind of a bonus episode, not trying to like painfully go through like cat girl, like 90s cat girl shit.
We're gonna have to just sit in a room one day and like crank out like 4 episodes just so we can have like a month in advance of anime cat girls.
Oh, hope to God. But we might do some like wrap ups. Like we could do like a wrap up on like restaurant. We could wrap up on Zodiac War when that finishes up.
Yeah, we'll do a seasonal blend on Zodiac War.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I think we'll have a good amount to talk about on the second half of this. So
yeah,
what we've been saying. So we'll get to that. So maybe some other things. So
all right. Well,
anything else?
No.
Nothing else.
I just want to lay down, take some Dayquil.
Yeah, I want to go get food. More food.
Yeah, I'm hungry too, actually.
Damn, my fast metabolism.
All right.
Get a milkshake.
Have fun. Give me one.
I'll mail it to you. I'll put it in the post. All right. This has been Sam.
And this has been Jim.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.